Hi guys! So recently my family took a trip to Israel and I thought that would be a great opportunity to do a reading vlog while we were gone. So took 5 books with us. So this is um, so there's some clips from our trip and also of course me talking about my reading. So yeah, hope you enjoy! Hey! So I wanted to just give a quick update now that we are in Israel. We're in Netanya, which is on the Mediterranean. Um, yeah, we landed this morning. I didn't get a lot of reading done on the plane, but I've started Mary Barton by Elizabeth Gaskell. It's pretty. I mean, I am like 40 pages in, I think, so not very far, but it's interesting. I haven't seen. There's not an adaptation of this one that I've seen, but I've seen adaptations of other Gaskell stuff, Wives and Daughters, and North and South and Cranford, the ones that everyone knows of. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting into this and seeing what I like about it. So far, like I said, so far it's been interesting, but I didn't read a lot on the plane. I tried to sleep, but I didn't. But anyway, yes. So now we are on the Mediterranean, which you can't see because it's at night. But anyway, yes, there's first update from Israel. So jumping in here with a check-in, I am way more than halfway done with vacation. We've only got a couple more days, so I just have not had a convenient time to do one. Or when I did have a convenient time, I just didn't do it. I was just too tired. But now I have time, so I'm going to do a quick check-in. I have gotten a lot of reading done since, and I don't know how. But anyway, so first book that I talked about in the last clip was Mary Barton, which I finished, and it was good. I'm not going to pretend I liked it as well as the other Gaskells that I have read, that I've seen adaptations of, because that definitely helps my enjoyment of classics, but this was pretty good. I was afraid it was going to go real tragic, and I'm very glad it didn't. I mean, it did go a little tragic, but not nearly as bad as I was afraid it would. Sorry, I'm recording on my phone, so sorry if the quality is not great, and if it's shaky, because I'm holding it, so. This is also why this is going to be a quick check-in. Next, then, I read When Jesus Wept by Brock and Bodie and Brock. I think I've seen that their name is supposed to be pronounced Tawny. It's spelled like Thone, but I think it's supposed to be pronounced Tawny. So this is about Lazarus. And it was pretty good. I was not a big fan of some of the choices that they made. Some of the things that they did, like they equated multiple biblical characters that I don't think are the same person, so that was not great, but it was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable read. It was especially nice, to read that here in Israel. Yeah. Then, just before I sat down to film, finished North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. I actually brought 3 Gaskells with me on the trip. So this is really good. Miniseries is super good. I think I like the miniseries better than this book, but it was close. Like, the ending of the miniseries is just so good with... It's a little bit different, like the same thing happens, but it's just a little bit different than the ending of the book. So, yeah. But I would definitely say this was one of my favorite classics that I have read, especially like the ones I've read for fun. It's definitely like I got a lot of Pride and Prejudice overtones or undertones from it, like similar attitudes where, like, Lizzie and Darcy kind of switch places where, she thinks she's too good for him, but then eventually she's like, oh no, wait, that was stupid. I'm actually the one, or he's actually the one too good for me. So, definitely has that kind of vibe, but I did enjoy this quite a bit. I mean, I love Pride and Prejudice too, so. In fact, I'd even say that's better than some of the Jane Austens. I'd probably rate it, like, better than Sense and Sensibility. I don't know if I'd put it better than Persuasion, because I love Persuasion too. And then Emma and Pride and Prejudice. So, Sense and Sensibility is my 4th one, so I'd say it's better than at least half of Austen novels. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've been reading so far. I want to show you the other 2 books that I have with me. We go home in 2 days. Today is Monday. We fly home Thursday. So, I'm thinking I can get at least one of these done, and probably start the other one. If not, finish the other one on the plane. Anyway, so the first one that I have that I'll be starting next is The Apostle's Sister by Angela Hunt. It's about Paul's sister, which we barely even know anything about. We just know that she had a son, because there is a point in the book of Acts where there's a plot to kill Paul, and they only find out because of the son of Paul's sister. So yeah, that's it. I've read Angela Hunt before. This is a series that I've read quite a bit in. This is book 4. I've read the other 3, and I really enjoyed them. So yeah. And then the other book that I brought is the other Gaskell book, Wives and Daughters. And it's a chunker. Don't know if I'll be able to finish that. Actually, when I bought North and South, I actually was not even sure, or I was looking for North and South, and I found a copy, but I thought it had to have been abridged, because I had Wives and Daughters at that point. And I was like, there's no way that this is the correct version, but it is. Wives and Daughters is like, how big is the actual novel? Yeah, because there's, pages of notes and stuff. 644 pages, which is actually not, it's only like 200 pages longer than North and South, which is still huge, but, I don't know how much time I'll have the rest of the week, so we'll just see. But anyway, so there was a quick check-in, and I will see you guys at the end of the week. Bye. Probably not do another check-in until we're back home, just because I'm not anticipating having, tonight we just happen to have a lot of time. Hey guys, back for a final check-in to discuss the rest of what I read when we were in Israel. So I did finish The Apostle's Sister, which was pretty good. I would probably give it like 3.5, 4 stars maybe. There was one little bit that I didn't. Actually, it was twice, like 2 tiny bits that I didn't necessarily like, but it just was a little. It wasn't quite inappropriate, but it was just kind of like more on the line than I wish it was, which happens in a lot of Christian fiction, which I'm not a big fan of. My husband says it's because they're all written for women, which might be true. But anyway, yeah, this is good. This is about Paul's sister, who has a real gift for singing, and she wants to use that for something, but of course her expectations are just that she'll be a wife and a mother, and she doesn't like that. But so there was also a little bit of I don't want to call it feminism, because that's not what that was, but almost a not like other girls syndrome. Not quite that either, but it was close. Just, she was a lot more rebellious than I think most girls in this time period would have been. Especially girls from a family like Paul's, like what we know of Paul. So anyway, this was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that. Probably not my favorite in the series. I'm trying to remember what the rest of the series was. Daughter of Canaan, maybe. Oh, no. The Shepherd's Wife. I think that's book 2 in the series. That was my favorite, I think. Yeah, I think book 2 was my favorite. I liked book 1 as well. 1 through 3 were, I think, better than this one. But this one was still pretty good. And then I started Wives and Daughters. I definitely did not get very far. This was the one that's a big chunker. I probably got 50 pages in or something before we left Israel. We've been back for a week now because we got sick, and it was just like a cold, but I just never really felt like doing this. And never really had a good chance to, so I've got a chance now, so I'm filming it. But now I am this close to finishing it. So I'm going to finish it really soon. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. It's been very similar to the miniseries, which is good. I love the miniseries. So, yeah, that's good wrap up. We had a great trip. Hope you enjoyed seeing the footage. So, yeah, so let's see if I can pick them up. Here are all the books that I read when I was on my trip. Hope you enjoyed seeing the vlog. And I will talk to you later. Bye.